The story begins by showing a girl named Asha, who is narrating her story. She says that 5 years ago, a terrible tsunami hit, submerging the entire city and killing millions of people. People tried desperately to save their loved ones and families but failed. Now, only a handful of people who managed to get to the high rooftops of buildings survived, and Asha was among them. Asha is very sad because she lost her family, but she stands strong. For the past 5 years she has been living in a half-sunken building right in the middle of the city devastated by the tsunami. No one else was in the building. After this, Asha goes to the roof. She had collected a lot of rainwater there, which she would boil to drink and make coffee for herself. Then, Asha took out a radio she had hidden there. She often listened to songs on it, which made her feel good. We then see a ruined view of the entire city where all the buildings have become barren. In these conditions, Asha's biggest challenge was drinking water. If it didn't rain, drinking water could become a major problem. So, Asha cleans the rainwater collected on the roof's surface with a cloth. She wrings out the water-soaked cloth into her containers. Through this hard work, she collects her drinking water. However, she hides this water too because, in these circumstances, many people have turned into looters who steal supplies. How many bottles are left? Asha would note all this in her diary. Later she started looking around with binoculars. Just then, a building broke in the middle and fell into the water, which was happening due to the water damage. The entire city was submerged. When Asha looked down, she saw a watertight box floating in the water. She thought it must contain something important. Asha then goes down to the lower floor, which was flooded. From there, she tries to hook the box with a pole and pull it towards her. But a fish, likely a large one or a shark, grabbed onto the box. When Asha couldn't pull it, she got a strong jolt forward and got injured by the broken window. But Asha still didn't give up. She put all her strength into pulling the box and finally managed to get it. However, when Asha opened it, there was nothing inside except a bottle of alcohol. She took the bottle upstairs and started cleaning her wounds with it. Just then, she heard some noises. She looked through her binoculars and saw some looters coming towards her building in search of food. Seeing them, she quickly hid all her belongings under garbage, and then hid herself in a room she had made into a safe place for herself. The thugs arrived and started checking all the houses in the building, but didn't find anything valuable. There was a child among the looters who started firing shots around, which scared Asha a lot. To control herself, she drifted into old memories where she saw her younger sister when they were together. Sometime later, when the looters left, Asha came out and, feeling tired, fell asleep. That night, Asha had a nightmare where she saw her family drowning, whom she couldn't save despite wanting to. The next day, when Asha was about to sleep, she heard noises from the building. So, she took her torch and checked everywhere but found no one. However, she suspected something was wrong. Someone must have sneaked in. So, she left the soap by the washing area and went inside. Just then, a little girl came and took that soap, which Asha also saw. But before Asha could catch her, the girl hit Asha and ran away, hiding somewhere else. The next day, Asha set out to find that girl. She saw the girl sleeping on a sofa in another room. But Asha just watched her without saying anything so as not to disturb her sleep. After that, she went to make her food. A little later, we saw that the girl had stolen a lot of stuff from Asha's room. There, the girl also found some pictures of Asha and her younger sister. Just as the girl was looking at those pictures, Asha arrived. Asha took the pictures from the girl, but the girl herself ran away. Asha didn't know what to do with the girl, but for now, she put it out of her mind. The girl was still in the lower room, which was flooded. Because Asha also felt pity for the girl, she made noodles for her and went downstairs to give them to her. Thinking, who knows when this child last ate? Asha came to give her the noodles, but the girl didn't take them from her. So Asha left the noodles there and went back upstairs to her room. After she left, the girl ate all the noodles. The next day, as a thank you, the girl returned all the stuff she had stolen from Asha. She didn't know how to eat noodles properly, so she was copying Asha's actions. Seeing this, Asha also laughed. It was after a long time that a smile appeared on Asha's face. One could say she hadn't talked to anyone in years. So, for now, she didn't talk to this girl either, and set up a bed for her next to her own at night. But the girl couldn't sleep and started crying, saying, "I miss my mom and dad a lot." Hearing this, Asha spoke to her for the first time saying, "Don't worry, child, we will find your parents." Hearing this, the girl also talked to her and said, "My name is Hai." After that, the next morning, Asha and Hai went up to the roof. While playing, the girl removed the tape strip stuck on the door, causing the door to lock immediately. This meant they were now trapped on the roof. Seeing this, Asha became very worried. Actually, the door's lock was broken, and that's why Asha had put tape on it. Once removed, the door closed and locked, trapping them both upstairs. Seeing Asha worried, Hai took a wire and picked the lock open. Seeing this, Asha was very happy and surprised. But at the same time, she explained, "Look, I have said everything here in my own way. So, always ask me before touching anything. And yes, don't make any noise at all, or the looters will come here." Here, Hai tells Asha, "We have to get out of here. How long will we stay here? Staying here is not without danger." But Asha flatly refused. A little later, Asha noticed that the heirloom necklace she was wearing around her neck was missing. Now, Asha became very worried. She thought Hai must have stolen it, and when Asha asked Hai about it, Hai felt very bad that she was being called a thief. She got angry with Asha and, without saying a word, took all her stuff and moved to another room. Well, the next morning, Asha saw that Hai was wasting drinking water by washing clothes. Besides that, she had ruined several other things too. But since the girl was angry with her, Asha didn't say anything. But that night, when Asha was sleeping, she had the scary dream again. When the tsunami came, how rapidly the water was rushing into her house, how scared she was, running here and there. Seeing this horrible dream, she became terrified and started screaming and shouting. But Hai woke her up and encouraged her, which made them start talking again. Here, Asha explains to Hai how to live here. First, she said to use water minimally, drinking water one way and washing clothes another. Also, she had to stay away from electricity and listen to the radio at a low volume. If played loudly, the looters might come. Here, Hai asked Asha about a room that had been locked for a long time. Asha told her that a very bad smell comes from that room, and that she should never open it either. But what caused that smell? Asha didn't tell her. The next morning, Hai was listening to news on the radio. It was reported that the government was sending help to the survivors, and also sending them to other cities that were much safer. All necessary food and supplies were being provided there, where they could live their new lives comfortably. Hai quickly went and told Asha this news and said that they should also go to the place the government mentioned. But Asha refused outright. Hearing this, Hai felt bad. She says, "You are a coward. You don't know how to face circumstances. Why do you think you can stay here forever?" But when Asha refused again, Hai decided to go there alone. She started making a raft for herself by tying plastic bottles together. Asha tries to reason with her. "Look, getting out of here is full of danger because there are dangerous sharks and other sea creatures in the water. And that place is also very far. On the way, your food, water, and supplies could run out, and we could get lost in the water." To this, Hai showed her a flare gun and said, "Look, we have this. I can protect myself with it." Seeing the flare gun, Asha got very nervous. Asha snatched the flare gun from her and said, "Don't you dare accidentally set this off, or the looters might see it and come here." Now, because Asha had been quite forceful with Hai, after a while, she apologized and started explaining lovingly. "Look, I've tried to leave here many times before but could never succeed." Telling her this, she started remembering her past, where she had decided to leave her home, because her parents would always give anything brought home to her younger sister first. This made her incredibly angry, and she was very jealous of her sister. This was also why her behavior towards her parents wasn't good either. She had gotten fed up watching her parents' actions, always favoring her younger sister, leading to constant fights with her parents. So, one day she left home. But then, Asha's sister stopped her. Back in the present, Asha saw that her necklace had fallen off her neck, and was lying broken on the floor. She realized that Hai wasn't at fault. She hadn't stolen the necklace. She felt very ashamed, so she apologized to Hai. The next day it had rained heavily, so they had collected a lot of drinking water. But through all this, Asha had also realized that this place wasn't safe for much longer, so it would be better to leave and go to the place the government mentioned. So now, she agreed with Hai and started helping her build the raft to go to that place. In a flashback scene, we saw that when Asha left home, her sister was with her. Chaos erupted everywhere. People were running around scared and panicked. Asha was deeply saddened that she couldn't save her sister. Thinking about this, Asha remained sad even in the present. But now, she found solace in the fact that she had found another sister. So, the next morning, she also gave Hai her necklace as a gift. Well, a few days later, their small raft was ready to leave. Just as they were about to leave, Hai accidentally turned on the radio. Hearing the noise, looters burst in. They quickly hid their supplies there. Asha quickly hid Hai behind a fake wooden wall, while Asha herself hid in that old smelly room. The looters came in and started ransacking the house, taking any food supplies they found. During this, they found Hai hidden behind the fake wall and captured her. She started screaming. Asha could hear her screams but was also very scared. She didn't know how to save Hai. The looters also broke their raft. After that, they went towards the smelly room. Asha started having flashbacks of how she and her sister were in danger, and how she couldn't save her despite wanting to. But now, she vowed not to repeat that mistake. So, she came out to save Hai. She had the flare gun, so she shot and killed the man who came near her. After that, the two of them went to another house, where they set a trap for the looters. They turned on the radio there. Hearing it, 2 or 3 looters came inside. Seizing the opportunity, Asha attacked them. She fought them and killed them all. Now the head looter had captured Hai. He sent his men to find Asha. And now, we discovered why there was a smell in that room. There were many dead bodies there. First, she used the bodies to scare the looters, then came out herself and killed them, also taking their knife. She killed the remaining companions and then went to the head, who was on a ship. There, Asha had a fierce fight with the head. During this, all 3 of them accidentally fell into the water. Before the sharks could arrive, Asha took Hai and hid in a safe place. Now only the looter was left in the water. Just then, a shark came and finished him off. After that, the 2 girls climbed back onto the looter's ship. And thus their lives were saved. The ship was excellent. It had all the necessary food and supplies. And for the first time that night, Asha could sleep without a nightmare. In the morning, when they both woke up, there was a smile on their faces because their destination was now in sight. Both of them were looking ahead with hopeful eyes, and showing this scene, the film comes to a happy ending. If you liked the video, share it with your friends. And if it's your first time on the channel, subscribe. We'll meet again in our next fantastic video.